Hi guys, it's Jessie here. I'm back with another video. I haven't picked up the camera in quite a few days. I just sort of needed a break. No rhyme or reason to why, I just kind of haven't felt like picking up the camera, dealing with the editing and all of that. I've been pretty lazy in terms of my YouTube videos lately. I don't know, I'm sure you guys have noticed. I don't know what it is. I've just, been dealing with other things and not having the motivation, but we have sort of a lull in activities right now. Soccer season has officially ended, and the holidays haven't quite started up yet, so there's a couple of weeks here where we have some chill time. Robotics season just amped up, but robotics isn't quite as labor intensive as soccer was. It's just 2 days a week for him for practices. And then he has one big competition and one scrimmage. So it's not like we're going to robotics competitions every week like we were at soccer. So right now it's just kind of a lull. Once November hits and we start getting full into like holiday prep, things will get crazy again until about February, and then we'll have another lull. So I've just been kind of enjoying the lull a little bit and being lazy and not adding a bunch of things to my plate. And so YouTube kind of slid back a little bit. Not that I don't still love sharing with you guys, it just hasn't been my priority. So I did want to make sure to get some videos up this week though, since last week was woefully lacking in them. So I thought I would do a little day in the life vlog. I don't know when I'm going to post this. But just kind of felt like sharing this morning, so I figured why not. It is Tuesday morning. I need to sit down and pay all my bills. My husband gets paid on Tuesdays, so Tuesday mornings I always sit down, work on my budget for the week, pay the bills, write the grocery list and all of that, and then I go and do my errands. I have some grocery shopping to do today. Not a whole lot of grocery shopping though. I'm going to try to go through my pantry and make meals out of the things that I have. My husband went hunting last week and bagged himself a deer, so we've got a ton of venison that's going to be coming back from the processor this week. And we have to pay for that processing fee, so that's going to eat up a lot of my grocery budget for the week. Obviously, the venison is going to last much longer than a week, but that cost is all up front. So I'm going to try to keep my budget or my grocery shopping low today to kind of offset that cost a little bit, and just try to use up some of the stuff that's in my pantry, because some of that stuff's been in there for a while. So I need to go through that, see what I have, make a grocery list, and then we're gonna head out. So I'll bring you guys along with me. I hope that you enjoy this video, and I'll check back in with you guys in a bit. I'm just going into my refrigerator and my pantry to try to figure out what all I have that I can make into a meal for the week. You guys can see my fridge is pretty bare. It does need to be cleaned out. But yeah, there's not a lot to work with, but there is some. I have some cheddar cheese and some mozzarella cheese that I can make use of, so that's phenomenal. There's some hot dogs. Oh, that's empty. Some hot dogs here that I can have for lunch this week, so that's good. There's a little bit more mozzarella cheese, so clearly we're gonna make something with mozzarella this week. Some tomatoes that I can work with. Some carrots I can work with. So yeah, I got some stuff to work with here. I also have some English muffins there and some leftovers that I can eat throughout the week. So it's a starting point anyway, and I obviously have a zillion condiments as well, so there's that. This freezer is a nightmare right now. I hate these side-by-side freezers. We bought this refrigerator with the idea that we didn't need a really big freezer because we have our deep freezer, but this thing is like nearly impossible to organize, so it is what it is. Well, especially when we have stuff just jammed in here. But I have a ton of stir-fry options, so we're definitely going to have a stir-fry this week. I have a ton of frozen vegetables. I have some frozen fruit to work with, so that's good. Eric found these They just fell on the floor. Oh, I have some chicken thighs to work with as well. So that's good. Eric found these bird's eye artichoke hearts at Dollar Tree. He just shoved the whole bag in there. I need to reorganize all of this and see what I have. But he loves artichokes, so he bought like 10 boxes. So got a ton of artichoke hearts, looks like a ton of frozen veggies. I'm gonna reorganize this so I can figure out exactly what I have. And then check out the deep freezer next and see what else we have going on. Okay, so that is so much better. I can now see everything I have. I got a ton of frozen vegetables down in that bottom drawer. So I know I don't need to buy any vegetables. Plus I have all of those artichoke hearts. Clearly good with vegetables. I have a ton of stir fries, so we're gonna have some stir fries this week. I found those chicken thighs that I did not know I had, so that's good. I'm gonna use that up. Probably in one of the stir fries. I also have the chicken rolls. I also have the chicken egg rolls that I can serve with those. There's one corn dog left in that box, so I'm going to have that for lunch today. And we got some frozen fruit for smoothies. So this is all organized, looking good. Moving on to the pantry. Don't mind my pantry. It's a hot mess, but I found a lot of goodies in here. So I have brown gravy mix that I can definitely use up. I have a ton of this chicken soup mix. So I think I'm going to have a chicken soup one night this week. I have a ton of these rice sides, so we're definitely going to have a rice side dish this week. I have some taco shells back there, some elbow macaroni, and some macaroni and cheese. I have a ton of buttermilk pancake mix, so we might do a brinner one night this week. And a ton of spaghetti sauce. So we're definitely going to do a pasta. I have a whole jar of salsa in here that's untouched, so I might do some kind of shredded chicken dish. And I have potatoes and onions. So really, I don't need to buy a whole lot, which is very, very exciting. Forgot to show you guys the deep freezer. So we have a ton of stuff in here. It's just all disorganized. If you guys have a good way to organize a deep freezer, let me know, because clearly this isn't working. So I have some Texas toast. I'm definitely going to make a pasta dish this week with some of that. I have some burgers left. I have a smoked salmon, or a salmon that we can smoke, rather. And I have a zillion things of venison down here and more on the way. I also have some meatballs there that I bought last week and never got around to making. So I'm in pretty good shape. My list today is going to be very short. I always feel so productive on Tuesday mornings. I feel like if I could get my shit together this way on the other days of the week, I would be golden. So I've just been working in my planner a little bit, filling it out, kind of working on meal planning. I wrote down the bills that I needed to pay and went in and paid the ones that I could right away. I worked on starting on my grocery list. Not much, but it's a start. Been checking things off the old to-do list here. I wanted to show you guys what I use to budget. Right now I'm $4.15 over budget, so I need to finagle a few things. But I use the Every Dollar app. I use it on my phone on the fly to add in like purchases and stuff that I make when I'm out and about. But every Tuesday morning without fail, I sit down, I fill out my budget. I put in how much Eric's paycheck was. He gets paid weekly, and then I go in and I figure out what bills need to be paid. I write them down. You guys saw on my planner here the bills to pay section. I get everything paid, figure out what we have left over, what we have to put into savings or to roll over for the next week, and it just works out really, really well. So I'm going to link the Every Dollar budget app down below. It's a website and it's an app, so you can use it on your phone or on your computer or whatever, and you can just keep track of all your transactions, and it's a really handy tool. It's what I've been using for the last 8 months or so, 10 months or so, since January. It's October now, so yeah, 10 months to keep track of all of my income, all of my outgoing, and it's been a very, very handy tool. So working on my budget, I'm looking up some ground venison recipes because Clearly we are going to have a ton of venison to use up, and I tend to make the same things over and over again. I make venison chili, I make venison spaghetti, I make venison like Salisbury steaks, tacos, that sort of thing. So if you guys have any venison recipes, especially for ground venison, because we had the majority of our venison ground, please, please, please leave them in the comment section below. So I'm going to go back to finishing up my grocery list to get everything together, and then I'm going to take you guys along with me to Aldi and Walmart. Alright, so I'm here at Aldi. I have my little list. I have my purse. I just switched back into my little Steve Madden fringe bag, which I love this time of year. I have my Aldi bag. Should only need one. I actually purposely only brought one. That way I would not overbuy. So yeah, we're gonna go in, get some groceries. Alright guys, so I'm home from the grocery store. I'm going to put all of the groceries away. I need to clean out my refrigerator a little bit. I showed you guys this earlier. Definitely need to move some things around, clean it out a little bit, get this groceries put away. And then I'm gonna sit down and relax, because the grocery store was a crowded mess today.